One phone call. That's all it took. Not a bomb threat, not a cyber attack, just a quiet call from a woman publicly shamed for the color of her skin. She wasn't a celebrity or a politician, just a scientist, a doctor who wanted nothing more than to take the first-class seat she paid for. But when the airline gate agent smirked and told her she wouldn't be comfortable up there, she didn't yell, didn't argue. She stepped aside, pulled out her phone, and with a few calm words, triggered a corporate tsunami that would ground 152 planes, freeze an entire airline, and wipe $2.1 billion from the stock market before the day was done. Welcome to the story of how a moment of quiet bigotry sparked a financial reckoning like no other. At JFK's Terminal 4, the air buzzed with the usual chaos, luggage wheels rolling, announcements echoing, travelers weaving through their own stories. Dr. Anna Sharma, a respected biochemist, felt a calm determination. Airports weren't just transit points for her, they were gateways to progress. She was on her way to London, booked on Global Wings Airlines Flight 815, to deliver a keynote on breakthrough research that could change medicine forever. Dressed simply yet elegantly, clutching a worn leather satchel with her laptop and papers, Anna held her first-class ticket in her pocket, her lifeline for working and resting on the long flight. But as she stepped toward the priority boarding lane at gate B24, she sensed something shift in the air, a glance, a stiffened posture, a subtle but sharp judgment. She'd felt this her whole life, the silent questioning of her place in spaces of privilege. But today, that silence found a voice. Brenda, the gate agent, was a woman in her late 40s with a cold blonde bob and a name tag that might as well have read prejudice. She glanced over Anna's ticket, then at Anna herself, her eyes briefly lingering on her brown skin with a smug curl of contempt. "I'm sorry, ma'am," Brenda said with fake politeness. "There seems to be a problem with your ticket." Anna stayed calm, seated. "I confirmed my seat this morning to A." Brenda tapped her keyboard like it was a game. The seats showing unavailable. Some last-minute equipment changes. She avoided eye contact. Anna could see the man ahead of her getting his first-class boarding pass without a hitch. Anna pressed. "If it's overbooked, I'm aware of the compensation protocols. I was first to check in 3 days ago." Brenda's smile tightened. Leaning in, she whispered, "Look, we can put you in premium economy. You'll be more comfortable back there, plus a $200 voucher." The message was crystal clear. You don't belong in first class. The insult was dressed up in customer service language, but Anna felt it like a slap. Years of breaking glass ceilings dismissed with a sneer at an airport gate. "I'm not interested in a voucher or another seat," Anna said firmly, voice low. "I want to weigh the seat I paid for. Please process my boarding pass." Behind her, a small crowd gathered, watching. An impatient man in a suit sighed loudly. The humiliation was public. Brenda squared her shoulders. "Ma'am, the seat isn't available. Take the premium economy or a later flight." She was enjoying this. Anna realized that the power she wielded over someone she saw as less. "I want to speak to your manager," Anna said, cold and calculated. Brenda laughed, called over the radio. "Mark, gate B24. Passenger refusing to cooperate." Mark Peterson, the station manager, showed up, a man swallowed by a suit too big, face worn from endless firefighting. He listened to Brenda's side, nodded, then turned to Anna with a tired smile. "System errors happen. We have a seat in row 15, plus a $200 voucher valid a year." He wasn't listening. He was defusing, trying to make her problem go away. "Anna," she corrected, patience thinning, voice sharp as ice. "This isn't a system error. Your agent judged me based on my appearance and decided I don't belong in first class. Will you honor my ticket, or is it Global Wings policy to refuse service based on ethnicity?" The room tightened. Mark paled, but Brenda doubled down. "That's outrageous. I was just trying to help." Mark silenced her. "No one's saying that. Just a logistical issue." But Anna saw the truth, the casual bigotry of Brenda, the cowardice of Mark, the system's rot. She nodded slowly. "I see." Without another word, she stepped aside. The man behind her surged forward. Anna moved to a quiet window overlooking the tarmac. The gleaming Global Wings jet sat ready, its golden eagle tail shimmering. She pulled out her phone, scrolling to a name she rarely called. Alistair Blackwood, her father, a titan of global finance and logistics. The man who owned the planes and the software running the airline. She pressed call. Anya, his voice was calm, deep, commanding. What's wrong? I was denied boarding, she said evenly. The gate agent and manager decided I don't belong in first class. Offered a downgrade and a voucher. Blackwood's face tightened. Discrimination wasn't just moral failure, it was inefficiency, a corporate cancer. And Global Wings just signed its own death warrant. He tapped furiously, pulling up contracts. Financials then spoke. Project Nightingale, Section 11C material adverse change. They brought the company into public disrepute. I'm activating a full drawdown on their credit facility, suspending our software license immediately. Within minutes, planes blinked red on monitoring screens across the globe. Flights grounded, crew certifications wiped from systems, fueling and gate assignments halted. Global Wings was digitally bricked. At JFK, O'Hare, Heathrow, passengers waited stranded as screens went blank and apologies turned into panic. Back at Global Wings headquarters, CEO Richard Sterling sat stunned as his entire network collapsed. Credit lines frozen, stock crashing, billions wiped out, all because one gate agent refused to see a passenger's humanity. A single complaint, a single phone call from Alistair Blackwood's daughter, became a corporate apocalypse. Weeks later, Sterling was summoned to Blackwood's glass tower in Manhattan. The power dynamic was brutal. Blackwood did not just want apologies. He demanded systemic change, a public admission of failure, a $25 million scholarship foundation for minorities in aviation, and a company-wide diversity overhaul. Worse yet, Blackwood would convert debt to equity, taking a controlling 51% stake, effectively seizing the company. Sterling's empire crumbled in a corporate checkmate, all because Brenda and Mark decided Anna Sharma didn't belong. The fallout was swift. Brenda and Mark were fired, their names splashed across social media as symbols of systemic prejudice. Mark vanished from the industry. Brenda's life shrank into anonymity and bitter regret. Meanwhile, Anna delivered her keynote in London, hailed for her brilliance, but silent about the storm she'd unwittingly unleashed. She returned on a private jet, leaving chaos behind. Yet from destruction came renewal. Blackwood's new leadership transformed Global Wings. Scholarships and mentorships created pathways for young pilots like Leo Castillo, once a busboy, now soaring through advanced flight simulators, a living testament to opportunity reclaimed. Leo learned the story of that fateful gate incident as a foundation myth for the airline's rebirth, a reminder that prejudice can be overcome, that a single act of injustice can spark a revolution of inclusion. And somewhere, in a dim laundromat, Brenda watched a new Global Wings add faces of diversity, smiling, hope shining, and felt the crushing weight of her own irrelevance. This wasn't just a story of punishment. It was a story of evolution, of how the world grows beyond its darkest impulses, even if the scars remain. So where do you stand? Was this the right way to respond to prejudice, a ruthless corporate reckoning? Or did the punishment far outweigh the crime? Should a single act by a gate agent really topple a giant? I want to hear your thoughts. Share your take in the comments below. Hit like if you believe justice means holding people accountable, no matter how high the stakes. And if you want more stories where real-world drama meets powerful consequences, subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks for listening. This is a reminder that sometimes real power isn't loud, it's quiet, calculated, and unstoppable.